Welcome back to Crit and Crit, where we mix video games with literary nerd stuff. I am Scint.
And I am Axion, and we are playing Mega Man X1.
And continuing a discussion of Pygmalion. Due to multiple sidetracks, we never actually finished going through the plot, so we are going to rapid fire do that right now. TLDR, Professor Higgins makes a bet with Colonel Pickering that he can turn the Cockney gutter snipe Eliza Doolittle into a proper lady. Eliza takes him up on this because she would like to be able to speak properly enough to work in a flower shop and have a decent living. But, well, if you just have an experiment, you're going to lose interest in it, and your experiment subject is going to be hurt by it. So.
Right. And we are continuing with Mega Man X. Or we would be if my controller worked. So,
That's just unbearable.
I believe my down button got changed. Yep, it did. That's why. Alright. That's better.
Oh hey, it's Captain Falcon.
Close.
If that isn't the most edgelord Marika crap I've ever...
I appear to have lost my sliding boots. So I have to go back and get those. That is weird.
You might want to see a priest about that if you're struggling with your soul.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I don't know why you were expecting any better. Especially when we're talking about Pygmalion, a play all about the importance of linguistics. There's gonna be wordplay, my dude.
Yeah, I did kind of walk into that. So.
Pranced gleefully, more like.
So, Eliza is now studying under Higgins.
Yep.
With the assistance of Colonel Pickering. And I'm getting shot by missiles.
Well, I mean, we're going to have to break you of these linguistic habits one way or another, and live firearms seems to be doing the trick.
Heh.
Be honest, do you honestly think if he had it at his disposal, Henry Higgins would pass up on that opportunity if he thought he could get away with it?
I can't say he wouldn't.
And classism in the setting being what it was, do you think he would have failed to get away with it?
Also fair. I mean, Pickering was a military man. He probably had guns.
Yeah, but Pickering was also, you know,
not an asshole?
Not to Higgins' degree, correct. He was still willing to take the bet on someone's life right in front of them, so, I mean, you still get some jerk points there.
I mean, that's fair. So, this is the first place in my recollection that the movie and the film, I've never seen the stage play, so I can't comment on that, but the movie and the film's first real point of
divergence.
Yeah, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. In the book, it has one little snippet of a scene where Higgins is having a class with Eliza, and his teaching style seems to revolve purely around berating her and making her repeat things a million times.
I mean, that doesn't really seem too different from My Fair Lady, to be honest, because, like, we do get a few more scenes of it, but he mostly is just having her repeat things over and over again.
Right.
Until it finally clicks, and then we have a long song and dance about the rain in Spain staying mainly on the plane, which is rather a pain.
And also not in the book at all. But another thing that's not in the book is the book has that one scene, and it describes it as, here's what her sessions are like for the next couple of months. The film has a few different scenes like this. It has the rain scene and a few other things. And then it has the race course scene, which is not in the book.
No, it is not, which probably for the best. Just consider that there was a fair bit of time that managed to pass between, you know, when the play came out and when the musical came out to adapt it. So obviously sensibilities could have changed. I don't have the dates offhand, but It would probably have been less appropriate when Shaw published it for Eliza to yell, "Come on, Dover, move your bloomin' arse," than when Lerner and Lowe had Eliza yell that. So that's a possibility as well.
So for those who have not seen My Fair Lady, do you want to summarize the scene for them?
Okay, so obviously you want to see how well your proper lady is able to hold up when she is among, the public. So in My Fair Lady, Higgins takes her to a horse race. She's all dressed up nice and fancy. She's doing a very good job passing as an upper class lady until she gets a little bit too into the horse race, and the horse that she's hoping to win is not doing so. So she shouts some encouragement to the poor animal, and the scene ends with Higgins, quickly taking her out of the horse race because you have embarrassed me.
In the book, this does not happen. Instead, the book has, as I said, a summary of what her study sessions are like, and then it cuts straight to a later scene where she's at a noble get-together.
Now, I remember there was something like that in the play, where, in the musical, where, after the false start at the horse race, there is this big fancy dinner, and she's attempted to be passed off as nobility. Oh, bye, Mega Man.
So, apparently I don't think I can do this without slide boots, which for some reason the game removed from me after last time. So I'm gonna probably have to go back and get those. So anyway, while I'm dying repeatedly, carry on.
Oh, so business as usual. Got it. Alright. So, she is taken to the party to pass herself off as a noblewoman. I recall in the musical that's also where one of Higgins' rival linguistics professors shows up, and therefore is going to I'm going to see through your ruse. I recall in the musical, he does not see through the ruse, in fact, thinks she is royalty.
Yes, that is how it is in the book as well. He is a Hungarian man. I don't remember his name in the story, but he is one of Higgins' former students, and now has become a rival now that he has learned everything that Higgins has to tell him.
Yep. So this is about the point where, okay, well, we did it, we tricked people, okay, I'm bored now. And poor Eliza, what's gonna happen to me now? I'm too well-spoken now to pass as middle class, and I have nothing to connect me to the upper class except an accent I learned. What's gonna happen to me? That doesn't leave me with a whole lot of options.
So, Higgins and Pickering are having this conversation with Eliza just off to the side, and they don't seem to even realize that she's there. Pickering goes to bed.
Remember what you do here.
Pickering goes to bed. There we go. Pickering goes to bed, and we're going to go back to Chill Penguin's stage and get those boots back. Pickering goes to bed. Higgins tells Eliza to clean up for the night because he's basically been treating her as a second housemaid the entire time she's been in his employ/residence. So he tells her, put up our clothes, have tea ready by such and such. And Eliza, completely understandably, basically has had enough of this, throws her shoes at Higgins' face, storms off to bed, and then leaves in the middle of the night to go hang out with Freddy. Now, do you want to explain who Freddy is, or do you want me to do that?
Freddy fulfills the trope of the upper-class twit who has been at some of the tests Higgins took her to and is kind of besotten with this mysterious young woman who's so well-spoken. And, one of the few people who's actually been nice to Eliza, so no wonder she takes an interest.
Higgins also has a sister named Clara, who is very besotted with Higgins, and Higgins is utterly oblivious. If not...
Wait, Higgins has a sister?
No, Freddie.
Okay, that's not what I heard. All right.
I might have misspoken.
Far more sense.
Freddie has a sister named Clara who likes Higgins, and Higgins is either oblivious or very uninterested.
Could be both, but oh, Clara, why? Why would you can do so much better than Higgins?
Which she does eventually. She also is the regular, or the resident, must keep up with fashion and trends character. And to some degree, she's kind of a contrast to Eliza. And in some cases, she's kind of, Eliza is already better than this girl who was raised in the upper class.
In what sense?
Yep. Well, when Clara is first introduced, she's in the very first scene with Higgins and Pickering. Oh, wrong button. And she is complaining about the rain and the fact that she and her mother can't get a cab. Oh, nope, that doesn't work.
I don't know, it seems like you summoned attack bugs.
Yeah, that wasn't what I wanted to do.
But you did it very well.
I mean, I guess there's something to be accounted for that. So anyway, Clara spends the entire scene complaining about not being able to get a cab, and she and her mother send for Freddie to go fetch a cab. The rain stops, they leave, and then Freddie gets back with a cab. By that time, everyone has left except Higgins and Pickering, who basically have no sympathy for the poor kid. When we next see Clara and her mother, they are at a meeting or a get-together with Higgins' mother, who's kind of a socialite in her own right. And Clara keeps bringing up modern social slang for the time, which drives her mother insane. And she's contrasted...
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
A little bit. And she's contrasted very sharply with Eliza in this scene, who isn't using any of this inappropriate language, and Clara and Freddie's mother keeps telling Clara how much she should be like Eliza, completely oblivious to the fact that 3 or 4 scenes ago, Eliza was scrounging around for her flowers in the rain in front of these 2 women who were either completely ignoring her or mocking her.
Yep. It's one thing I find interesting about, British, Irish, etc. writing compared to American. There's a lot more class awareness, just as a matter of course throughout most of the texts. There's social classes present in a lot of American literature, but it's not usually brought into the forefront of the story and characters in the same way, just because, there's kind of a taboo against kind of discussing it almost. You don't want to, people generally, you don't say what you make, you don't talk about this, da 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 da. And it kind of creates a different sort of just feel for some of the literature.
And that's a good stopping point for today, because we are well out of time. So we will see you all next time on Crit and Crit. Thank you for watching.
Later.